Welcome to Professional Learning video on Hinge questions. The aim of this video is to introduce the concept of Hinge questions and to provide some practical advice on using them. As with all our videos, the national model of professional learning should be considered to support your engagement. Professional learning will only ever be as effective as the manner in which it is embraced and the impact it has on our thinking, understanding and actions. A Hinge question should be used at a key point in a lesson when further learning is dependent on what has come before and a level of mastery is needed before pupils can move on to the next stage of learning. They are designed to provide a snapshot of pupils' understanding at that point. A useful and powerful way of doing this is using closed, multiple choice questions. The power of these lies not in them just being able to tell us if pupils have or have not grasped learning, but also being able to tell us what, if anything, it is that has been misunderstood. The Hinge question needs to be planned carefully prior to a lesson. The answer choices will be made up of one correct answer. This answer should not be able to be reached by any other way than by applying the correct thinking or processes. There will also be several wrong answers. These incorrect answers should be closely related to the correct answer and selected in a way that they will be reached if the pupils make common errors or use common misconceptions. Each wrong answer should be used to test only one common mistake or misconception. It's important that the pupils are able to reach an answer rapidly and that the teacher is able to interpret the answers quickly to be able to make a swift decision about next steps. For the teacher to be able to gauge the understanding of all pupils, it's desirable for the whole class to participate. Rather than asking for pupils to volunteer answers or answer individually, they should use show me boards, electronic voting buttons, coloured cards or another method of showing their selected answer. The teacher can then quickly scan the class and analyse the answers given. The best case scenario is that all pupils will have given the correct answer and the learning can move on. However, if not all the pupils got the correct answer, the teacher may want to look at the data and work out what the problem is. How many have got it right? How many have got it wrong, and which parts of the concept have been misunderstood. Opportunities for recapping or revisiting learning may need to be used, especially if a significant proportion of pupils made errors. Possible strategies could include the teacher working with a small group of pupils, while those who have shown mastery carry out an independent task. Peer support, with pupils who have shown mastery working with those who haven't. Or the teacher going over the learning again, with more scaffolding and more smaller steps. This question is purely an example to show how a simple Hinge question is put together. The size of the rectangle has been chosen so that the correct answer can't be reached by making a common mistake. The correct answer is B. You can see how the wrong answers have been selected to highlight some commonly made mistakes. You may also be thinking about how Hinge questions can help a teacher anticipate these common mistakes and therefore better plan learning, teaching and assessment around them. It is important to keep in mind that there is a possibility of pupils selecting the correct answer entirely by chance. The creation of Hinge questions can be an involved and time-consuming process. However, when they're used correctly, they can be an extremely powerful tool for formative assessment. To access further viewing or reading, you can scan the QR codes that are shown on the screen. Thank you for engaging with this professional learning video.